And, well, you step to your bank account.
Right.
All without a single fingerprint, no password you typed.
It sounds like science fiction.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But it isn't some far-off plot. This is happening right now.
Yeah.
And Sam Altman, the guy behind OpenAI, ChatGPT,
Yeah.
he's actually ringing the alarm bells.
He is. He's warning us.
He's saying, we're basically walking blindfolded into this AI voice fraud crisis. And, well, frankly, banks just aren't ready.
Not yet, no.
So today we're doing a deep dive into this. It feels pretty urgent.
It really does.
We're going to unpack how this tech actually works, why it's such a huge problem, and maybe most importantly, what you can do. What steps you can take to protect yourself.
Good plan.
Okay, let's unpack this.
Right. So artificial intelligence, it's advanced to, well, an astonishing degree, really.
Yeah.
It can now mimic your voice almost perfectly.
Yeah.
And we're talking just a few seconds of audio needed.
Just seconds. Wow.
Just seconds. And this isn't like a bad impression,
No.
These are sophisticated, deep fake voices. They're precise. They can sound emotional, chillingly human-sounding replicas.
And how do they actually learn your voice like that? Is it just recording?
It's more than that. What's fascinating and honestly a bit unsettling is how these AI models learn. They don't just copy words. They learn the unique signature of your vocal cords, your tone, your pitch, accent, pauses.
Even breathing.
Even the subtle breathing patterns, yeah. And this lets them generate totally new speech in your voice.
So they can make you say things you've never actually said.
Exactly. Even if you've never uttered those specific words before.
Gosh, it's almost alarming how much we're feeding these models without realizing it, isn't it?
It really is.
Because what makes this really tricky is just the sheer amount of source material out there. It's readily available for voice cloning.
Everywhere.
Think about it, right? Every voicemail you've left, every TikTok, podcast like this one, maybe?
Potentially, yeah. Any video call you've been on?
Your voice just becomes public data once it's out there. Instagram, YouTube, even those recorded Zoom meetings, maybe.
It's essentially a gold mine for anyone looking to replicate you. A treasure trove.
Treasure trove. That's a good way to put it.
And this treasure trove, well, it leads us straight to a really critical vulnerability in our current security practices.
You mean like using your voice to log into stuff?
Precisely. Voice authentication has become, a go-to security tool for loads of banks and biometric systems.
Right. Say your name after the tone, that kind of thing.
Exactly that. They use your voice print like a password. But here's the paradox, the convenience paradox.
Okay.
What was designed as this seamless security feature using your unique voice, well, it's inadvertently become an open door.
Because the voice isn't unique anymore if it can be copied.
Exactly. Your voice can be scraped, cloned, and then weaponized, used against the very systems it was meant to protect.
And the old checks don't work.
Well, traditional voice biometrics, they often rely on fixed phrases or sort of basic liveness checks, But sophisticated AI can just bypass these now. They can perfectly replicate not just the voice, but also those subtle human irregularities that the older systems look for.
Wow. Okay, so this isn't theoretical. You said it's already happening.
Yes.
What's the scale here? Are we talking isolated incidents, or is this a bigger pattern we should really be worried about?
Oh, it's absolutely not theoretical. It is happening now. And the scale is, well, it's concerning.
Okay.
Look, Sam Altman himself, the guy most associated with this generative AI boom, he's openly admitted it. I think I have the quote here. Yeah, he said, "It's going to be a major problem. I'm not sure what we do about it."
Wow. The guy who built the tech is saying that.
Right. And it's not just him sounding the alarm. The FBI, they issued a special alert earlier this year.
Really?
Yeah, specifically warning about AI-generated voices being used in scams. So it highlights that this technique is becoming more and more prevalent.
That is genuinely chilling.
Yeah.
Especially when you think about the personal side of it. We saw this really devastating anecdote in the source material. It just highlights the human cost, beyond just the money.
Yeah, those stories are tough.
Get this. A mother gets a call. She hears her daughter screaming, "Mom, help me."
Oh, no.
Just imagine that. A truly heart-stopping moment, right?
Absolutely terrifying.
Only later, she finds out her daughter is perfectly fine. But that voice, that terrified plea, it was cloned.
Oh, my goodness.
So it wasn't just about theft there. It was the theft of trust, the emotional manipulation, using the ultimate identity theft, your voice, to cause panic.
It really drives home the personal cost, doesn't it?
It absolutely does.
And, given this profound immediate threat, Altman's perspective, which you see echoed, is that we desperately need new ways to authenticate people.
Better ways.
Better, more robust ways, and we need them fast.
Like what? What are they suggesting?
Well, things like pushing harder for multi-factor security, getting more people to use things like passkeys, or maybe even a complete shift, moving away from voice as a primary authentication method altogether.
But hang on, if even the guy who, kickstarted a lot of this tech admits there's no clear solution yet.
Yeah, that's the worrying part.
And most companies are kind of scrambling to catch up. The obvious question is, what can we do right now as individuals?
Right.
So what does this all mean for you listening right now?
Okay, yeah, this brings us to a really crucial point. How can you, as an individual, try and be one step ahead? First off, be proactive. Lock down your voice data where you can. Meaning, think twice before you share, say, voicemails or long audio clips publicly. Social media, open platforms. Just be mindful.
Okay, be more private with your voice. Makes sense.
Second, and this is very practical.
Yeah.
Talk to your bank. Ask them straight up, do you use voice authentication for my accounts?
And if they do?
Well, consider turning it off, or at least make sure you have a strong backup code, some other verification method ready.
Might have a plan B?
Exactly. And crucially, stay educated. And educate the people around you, especially, maybe older relatives.
Yeah.
If your grandma gets a call from you sounding panicked, asking for $10,000, she needs to know now what to do in that moment. Maybe set up a code word with family members.
A safe word, yeah. Or a question only they know the answer to.
Exactly. Something quick to verify identity in an urgent situation.
Because, look, this technology isn't slowing down, is it?
Not at all. It's evolving incredibly fast.
And whether we like it or not, our voice, it's now a key part of our digital identity. And a vulnerable part.
Very vulnerable.
So this isn't just about, potential bank fraud. It's bigger. It's about the future of trust, isn't it?
Absolutely. Trust in a world where basically anything, even the sound of your own voice, can be faked. And faked with unsettling accuracy.
Yeah.
Which, it raises a really important question for all of us to think about. In a world where your most personal identifier, your voice, can be copied and weaponized with just seconds of data, how do we fundamentally redefine trust? And verification.
Not just for banks.
No, not just banks. But in our everyday interactions, too. How do we know who we're really talking to?
That's a heavy thought to end on.
It is.
So the takeaway, stay alert, stay verified, and maybe next time your phone rings, before you react, just take a breath. Make sure it's really them.